my first video blog. I'm Chris from Foot of Tomorrow, and I'm just back from a 4 weeks trip back to Germany visiting family and friends. On my flight back, I read a book about service design and they cited Yoda, and I really liked this quote. So in one of the Star Wars movies, Yoda said, "Do or do not. There is no try." And that was kind of a wake up. And I closed the book and I just thought, yeah, I think I just need to start writing my script for my first blog, and that's the result. 2 pages. So not too much. It's really more to give you an overview of who I am and what's this all for. So this blog is today's session is really an MVP. That means it's a minimum viable prototype. I captured it with an iPod, and you should see that structure, and I'll take a photo because it's hanging on a tripod, and if my husband would see it, he potentially would argue with me if this is the right way to hold an iPad, but at least you can see everything you should see. You can see myself and you can see my agenda or my goals. So this will improve moving forward, and I'm not using any editing tools for today or anything. There is no trailer and everything. I just really want to start it, and that's what it's all about. It's about the content, and everything else will be nice moving forward. But is it really adding value? Who knows? So let's really focus on what's this blog about. So today I have 3 topics. First of all, I guess I need to introduce myself and tell you who Chris Goetz, so who I am and who's talking to you. Then what you can expect from this blog moving forward and what's next. So let's kick off with who am I? As I said, I'm Chris Goetz. I'm 32 years old and I'm living in Sydney together with my husband. I totally love Sydney, but there is another city that I love as much, and that is Hamburg back in Germany. That's my hometown. But I guess you already picked up my accent. Personally, I'm totally passionate about food, health, and everything around happiness. From a professional point of view, I'm a successful management consultant, worked in different companies, and over the last 13 years, I was really focused on everything around service design. A couple of years ago, I did my master's in strategic marketing and focused in the last 2 years in customer experience. So really getting to know customers and how to delight them and how to make services better for them, how to improve processes. But now I left everything behind. My standard career or my successful career, however you want to call it, to start my own business and apply everything I've learned in my real life. So that straight leads me to the second point of today's blog, and that's around the expectations. So what I want to deliver to you, what I want to talk to you about is in-depth insights into starting a business. Also, lots of practical application around service design and marketing strategy principles. So you might have heard about this theory over MVP, as I mentioned earlier, and every third time when I mention it, but what does it actually mean, and how can you build it, how can you do it, and how can you apply it to real life? It's always nice to hear about it, and it's always nice to hear some amazing examples like from Virgin or Airbnb, but what does it mean if you really want to start your own business? And that's what I will talk you through. The main focus, the way these blogs will be structured, is that I will set goals for myself for the next week, and then when we catch up again, and when I have the next blog, I'll tell you which of the goals I achieved and what I've learned and what my key challenges were. So you can really learn from my process and the way I just attack starting my own business. The last topic was what's next. Now I would like to join me to watch how I built my own heart-centered business, and just be active, comment, and give me advice, share your experience with me. I'm really looking forward to working together with you and co-create. If you have some questions, just give them to me, because there's already quite a lot of things that happened over the last year, and I will slowly build that in and share that as well, that part of the story as well. But the focus will be on weekly progress. So what is Food of Tomorrow? Food of Tomorrow is my brand, basically, and what I want to achieve with Food of Tomorrow, what's on the heart of Food of Tomorrow, is that I want to inspire people to make choices that make their tummy, their body, and their soul happy. And my first project will be a cookbook. So I have a couple of business ideas, and I just weighted them, and I will talk you through that process moving forward as well. But I figured out that for me, the best product service to start with is my cookbook, and this is my MVP for my cookbook, and I created it just within 2 weeks. So it's basically all done in PowerPoint, because one thing you will learn, I guess, moving forward when we get to know each other better is I love PowerPoint, and everything I can do I will do in PowerPoint, or I do it in Excel. But basically most of the stuff, especially design things, I'll do in PowerPoint. It's all the photos are taken with a smartphone, so it's really nothing too fancy. The recipes are mainly accurate, I guess. And now I gave it to friends because they had their wedding, and I thought it would be an amazing gift, because it's really from my heart, to give them my first cookbook. So the first draft, this is actually the first draft, as well as for our parents. So now I'm really waiting for their feedback and what I can learn from what they tell me. There are some typos in there and everything. It's really not yet perfect, but I'm already quite proud that that's where I got it to. Overall timeline, I really want to get it launched by Christmas. I already heard that this might be a big challenge, but I love challenges. I just get excited by them. So let's move over to the goals for this week. It's just 2.5 days, so I couldn't put too much in there, but I think it's already quite a good list. So first is my first video blog. Tick! That's done because you are now watching it. The second, or actually I am at the moment in the process of videotaping it. The second goal will be setting up YouTube so actually you can see it. I can't say yay now, but when you see it, I can say yay, because that one is ticked as well. The third one is the confirmation of a coaching session and booking my flights, because my coach will be up in Townsville, and I'll talk more about her, who she is moving forward. But one main thing is that I found a coach that is really experienced in areas where I have no clue about, and that is publishing, that is the food industry, and that is how to promote at the end cookbooks as well, and everything that has to do with cookbooks. So I have never done a professional cookbook before, so that's what she will help me. So together we will have an amazing time, I think, and a lot of fun. The next one will be update Facebook. I do have a Facebook page, but I just, over my time back in Germany, I captured a couple of insights which I just want to share. I went to an expo in Italy. I also visited a couple of restaurants and took some photos and everything, all the exciting stuff, which I really want to share with you. So I have to upload all of that, and then create a cover photo picture on Facebook as well, and then publish my Facebook page. The sixth one is set up a photo shooting, because I need new profile photos. My profile photos on LinkedIn and so forth are roughly 2.5, 3 years old, so it's time to be refreshed. And lastly, I need to move my website to WordPress, because there are so many plugins in WordPress, and I'll give you more insights in why I chose WordPress and what are alternatives over there, and how to set up my page at the end in WordPress. But I have no clue yet how to do it, so I'll figure that out over the next 2 days. So I guess now it's time for me to number one, recover from my jet lag, even though it's not on there. But I have to do that and then tick off all 7 tasks. And then next Monday I'll see you again and tell you how it went. So excited. Thank you very much for watching and see you soon. Bye!